Some niggas be scared of certain games though when they hear some review on it. You get slapped online, you get games that come after you. It's like, damn, okay. You know, there's this game on Xbox called Sea of Thieves, right? It's majority online. You can't, it's not like Skull and Bone where it's co-op, where, you rarely get PvP until you pick up like, how do you call it? A treasure map and shit. You know how Siege how you run your goods and then people try to rob you and shit, right?
Hmm.
That's how it's like, the treasure map thing, right? So they want to
Hmm.
put that feeling of treasure into it. But there's a game called Sea of Thieves, man. The people that play that game from the beginning are so big and massive. Anybody that get in that game right now with no friends and want to get that ship going, you get these online players like, nigga, you tried to build yourself up? They destroy your ship. Nigga. So you get a little
Damn.
canoe, you be going around. Like, I tried to build my ship, and niggas, like, they shoot you out of the water and shit. And they get monsters in the game, all in the water, that would tear up your little canoe if you're not upgraded by a minute. I'm like, damn, that game is savage. It's a pirate world, alright. You get in there, you try to build your little ship, you don't have something massive, you get players tearing
Right.
you down. On top of that, even if players don't tear you down, monsters tear you down and shit. And the reason Skull and Bone add AI into the game, I just realized that shit too. There's no AI repairing your shit. You gotta do it all yourself manually if you don't have a crew like players. When your ship get destroyed, you gotta go at the bottom. You know, start putting water out, repairing the boat. They can still be shooting it down. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think I would prefer that the AI fix it. And I have AI companion that will say you're responsible for fixing this shit, fixing that shit. I'm focusing on steering and shooting them down. Because if I have to leave the helm just to go repair the bottom where it's leaking, then you don't have your teammate with you. It just become a whole other shit.
Right.
Like, you guys don't. You're like, I gotta do it all myself. Like, nigga, why you trying to repair the hole when it's putting more hole in there? Shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's how it is in Sea of Thieves, man. Just look up that shit. People will talk about it. That's exactly. It's online focused pirate game. Basically, if you like start with a canoe, niggas will shoot you out of the water. They don't want you to grow up, cause you be a danger to them.
Pretty much.
When I heard that shit in the review, I was like, damn, it's for real. They're thinking like that, just living in that game, ruining little pirate life. Oh, I'm gonna play Sea of Thieves. I'm gonna get on there and become a pirate. Then your little canoe is like, nigga, get that shit out of here. That's fucked. That's fucked up.
Yeah. Damn, I gotta play that shit.
What,
One of
Sea of
those.
Thieves?
All that.
Yeah, I think you can play on PC though. But shit, man, you need a crew for that whole thing. Or like, I'll do it myself. I will repair the hole. I will come outside. I will shoot everything. He's like, damn, okay.
Like, yeah, you can't be an outside clapping down.
Hmm. Let's see. So, are you still playing Darkest Dungeon?
Yeah, I was playing a little earlier, and then I guess I was fighting something because I was just like, damn, just need to take a little nap.
Eruption.
Shit, I'm glad I got up. I'd have still been sleeping till like probably 2 in the morning. Then I'd have been like, what the fuck? Then I'd have been stuck.
Oh, you off
But
today?
no, I was at work, and then
Go, young wolves.
Damn, they
Lead
let you
well,
go
and your
early?
pack will
Shit.
prosper.
yeah, it's no. So nah, they got a chance to sleep a little bit. Now it won't be like that forever because you know
Are you guys more busy during the summer?
um I would say so, because it's like you're not dealing with Well, I don't know. I want to say, to me, I want to say, yeah, but people, they want to compete with other businesses, so they be like, nah, we're not going to be down because it's the winter. We're going to still want to pump that oil. So maybe I'm just a little ignorant to the shit, but it just seems like to me, the summer, because no one's holding nobody back. I mean, nothing's holding nobody back.
Yeah, it's nice and warm. Every nigga
Fuel
will want to
for
be
your
doing
fire.
something. Pump out more oil before winter hits. It'd probably be harder to pump out oil during the winter too. Maybe.
Yeah, the motherfuckers be out there. So they got this little frack,
Just the
you know,
start.
little position, and it's like you be out there doing stuff, and yeah, you out there in a cold ass elements. It's -30 and shit, but you sit in a car and you watch this little tank, and you got to make sure it stays at a certain pressure. So
Oh.
you might jump out there and do a little bit of maintenance, but that little bit of maintenance,
pulling
it's
ahead.
cold in a motherfucker, you know.
Let
Yeah.
them come.
Oh
You're
shit,
ready.
that's why
So
they be like, yeah,
that's like your
they
job
pay you to,
description, huh?
yeah. Now I was thinking about doing that, but people are like, no, that makes you lazy because you're sitting in a car all day, and you know when you're doing that, you're checking the valve,
An
and I'm
ally
like,
carved a path.
Nah, that I feel
One
like you
falls,
warm up in the
another
car,
must
you dressed
rise.
up, you go out there, get the shit done. That's not bad. You're not out in the element, 24/7.
yeah. But shit, once you all nice and toasty, you step out that car and it's negative ass, all that shit goes away with the quickness, especially sitting out there for just only 3 minutes.
Yep.
So you know,
That
An
shit.
cold,
ally
yeah, I
carved
know
a
about
path for
that.
you.
You know, for the first brief second, you out there be like, it's in the, I'm good, and then the timer kick in, but like they get all your heat went away. Then you be like,
Hmm.
shit, yeah, you gotta have, even if you have a good gloves, it's like, damn,
Yeah,
you
I hate
still
all of it.
that heat still kick in, and the heat doesn't last long because the coal is below temperature and shit. You know,
Yeah. So I
5 minutes
was going
left.
to
Sound
do
tactics
it,
so far.
but I
Primed
got talked out of
teammate
it.
down.
yeah, I was working with a female. She's like from Georgia and shit. She's like, oh, it's so nice down here. Looking at her, I said, man, because you came when the weather is not even that crazy. She's like, it would never get this bad. I said, oh, what? Nobody
Okay.
told you where you coming? No,
Yeah.
nobody told you in the dry ass land when during the summer is dry as shit too. You know, nobody told you. Said no, this place look fine to me. I said, what? What's up with this girl? I was asking myself that. I said, it's alright. She's like, my husband and I came down here. He's military. I said, that's cool. You know, she was doing she's doing oil and stuff, so she's pretty, handy, all that. Yeah, so I'm sitting there like, man, did your husband tell you where you were coming? Oh, just see he's got the base up here, and it said it's gonna be here for a couple of years. I said, okay. Sorry, you were adapting.
Damn. So remember that game Rogue Trader?
Yeah.
So it was mostly positive, and going through the reviews, you see one, two, three,
Which
four.
of you
There's
is
been
the
four people
prey?
talking about. There's been a series
Eyes
of
up. Priority target.
things that was wrong with it. So they've been doing all
Your
these hot
foe
patches,
runs
and,
rampant.
and so or hot fixes, and so they were like, don't
3
get it
minutes
until
left.
it's fully. I'm like, I went through that with Baldur's Gate, and yes, it sucked because there was shit happening in the game, and then
Target
I had to
down,
take a
but
step
stay
back
alert.
because I was always resetting, like going through the story, then have to start all over again because of something got changed. You didn't really keep your progress no matter how far you went. So it was like you just chewed on the story for a little bit. But and then by the time it was finally done, I was like, nigga, I don't even want to play it anymore. So I was like, I had
Mm.
to take a break from it
That's
and
what
just
early
start.
access is. You were basically
Yeah,
a
that's
beta
the
tester, bro.
yeah. So I will never do that again. If it's something that's not cool, don't I guess people try to get in there and be like, I bought it, so give me a little doggy treat because I bought it earlier. And it's like, nah, I don't give a fuck what they do. You want to play the game and not have that experience ruined. Don't do it.
Because
So
for almost all the time, first impression matter, bro. If you play that shit and it
you
just leave a
instant,
bad taste in your mouth,
you
and people tell
instantly,
you that shit is good, you'll be saying, man, I don't know, you know?
right.
You
Yep,
just so
that's exactly the
disappointed.
way I I was like, I ain't doing that shit. That was the last and only. So let's just say that Skull and Bones would be
Eyes
like
up.
early access.
Priority
I'd be like, nope,
target. If they prevail,
I'll
Yeah.
it
wait.
won't be because you let them. Keep fighting. Eyes up.
I'll wait for
Priority
your early
target.
access to
Hard
go away
fought,
and shit, you
but
know?
no
That
victory
was
today.
very painful watching Baldur's Gate. But and then even afterwards, like it was like, okay, it's finally done.
Losses are
They were
merely
like, wait a
another
minute, we want
test of
to
your
add
nerve.
some shading
Get
to the
back on your
rest or
feet
whatever.
and
So they
try
kept, there was an
again.
update every fucking like
You,
week. I was like, shit.
you told me about that shit.
Yeah, it was like we're polishing the shit out of this to where it is just flawless. You can't say nothing.
You
It's
did
just
good.
pretty, nigga. Tell me it
You
ain't
didn't need
pretty.
me.
It's like,
Well,
okay,
like
it is.
What?
when I started doing everything else.
Alright, if you need help in the oven, I'll do it for you.
How long should we bake it?
For 400 for 30. Because it's wrapped in bacon.
So I went back to playing Neverwinter,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's a armor chaser basically, and you look all good and he be all, and I'm just like, so they make you go through these quests to get these armor pieces, and god damn, you have to work your ass off. I was like, look, I'm not trying to spend all day for a fucking piece of armor. I was like, nigga, no, I didn't realize that at first. Because you just at first when you're playing a game, you don't really get that. And then you
Yep.
start to put two and two together, and I'm like, I don't like armor chasing games. That's
And
hell
everything
no.
rely on your armor, you know. ESO was
Yeah,
doing that. The only reason I bypassed that so easily, my first goal when I started playing the game, I realized one thing. When I first started, when ESO first
Eruption.
came out, crafting is the most important thing in that game.
hmm
Armor, resources. It make you money. It give you everything, bro. You become like the rich man with knowledge. That's what it is. You don't even have to do a dungeon to get something powerful.
hmm
That's the only
So I
reason I
saw
played that
that.
game that long, right? You don't even have to do a dungeon. Like niggas be like, you never do
Your
dungeons.
light
So
is a flame,
why? If I can
Guardians.
augment
Feed
my
the
armor
fire.
and make it better, you know, and I
Right.
can craft potion to, compensate for my weaknesses and shit, you know. So all that shit was really good. I think most game, if they have that, not a lot of nigga will be grinding for armor. If you get what I'm trying to say.
There. In other words, it'd be for the impatient. They'd be like, I don't got time for all that shit. Cause look, nigga, take a whole day, nigga. Okay, I'm running through this goddamn dungeon. And
Yep.
that's cool. You go ahead, get slapped, get frustrated, and
Just the
you be
start.
back over here at some kitchen. Look, I'll pay you if you just go ahead and put this armor set. He's
Yep.
like, that's what I was doing. I was like, leave out here, nigga. I'll slide you some gold. Yeah.
Remember I was crafting you those training set. Remember that?
hmm Right. My little training wheels. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit would help with. Yeah, because there's this set called the training where it buff all your XP and shit.
So
I
it was
can
good
craft
for like
that.
5 levels. I remember that shit. He was
Yeah.
like, you good for a while. I was like, cool.
Yeah, but I can also increase the level for you. When you hit the cap, right? I can make it
hmm
more powerful.
hmm
So that's why the crafter come into play. You'd be like, nigga, oh you outgrow your armor? Oh, now pay me 150. 150 each. I can get you up to the another 5 level. It's like what? So that
Yep.
I'll craft those and just throw it in there. Throw it in the bank. No, in the market, right? Say There will be a level 15 nigga out there need to level up, and you take it. And when you hit 5 level, he's level 20. He's like, oh, my armor's too small for me. Now I said, you know what? There's a level 25. You can buy it now, 150.
Yep.
So, man, the crafting made me really love that game. I was to the point that I'm like, man, I'll do a dungeon, but it's like I want to do it because I'm interested in what the dungeon have, you know. I won't be like a 50 grind because I already know I can craft a bunch of good shit. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Right. I do.
But you said Neverwinter does it have crafting, or it's not as, you know, relying as, what's it more
Well,
about?
I mean, I never really did too much of it, and so I started a character over, but you could make your other character already start at the level cap if you already
Enemy
did some,
primed.
you know, progress. They got like this weird little augmentation for that. But
Hmm.
anyways, so I started from the beginning. I'm learning that shit. And I was like, oh, so you can make,
5 minutes
armor
remaining.
and all this stuff, but it's just, like, ESO, a little, progress, it's just, what do you call it?
You started too late,
Time,
maybe?
what do you call
Yes,
it? It's,
again.
time consuming. That's what I meant
Okay,
to
there
say.
you go, yeah.
And then you just get kind of frustrated because you find well, to me, I was like, nigga, I find myself always doing this goddamn crafting.
Armor
Then you got to
grind,
get
yeah.
this. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, for me, when I was playing, the only thing I used to really focus on was resource management. Like, that's the reason I got that crafting bag. I'm like, nigga, fine, I would take your damn ass crafting bag. Shit, you know? But shit, after I realized, man, I can just buy. So I have so much resources. That's why I got the crafting bag, right? So I started getting my chest. I started crafting those chests, and each of those chests can hold up to 190 items, so 200s, right? So I had a treasure house. It's still in the game, where I will always like take all my resources and just throw it in there, right? And the
Teammate
crazy thing
prime.
about it, and I realized I was managing my resources way more than I thought I was. Then I'm like, okay, fuck it. I don't
Primed
need your damn
teammate
crafting
down.
bag, you know, for that amount, you know.
Your ally chases glory.
And that's all they
Yes,
provide, man.
again.
It
Ally
sucks.
down. Who's next? Three minutes remain. Keep the pressure and you have them.
yeah. So I just was like, um, I don't know. But their quest is too fucking. But see, it's like they say all this story, but the story is not intriguing for
I
one.
just heard a
I had to sit
Uh,
back
sentiment.
and
Cheerful.
observe their little story. It just be
Which
some
of you is
bullshit
the
that's going
prey?
on. I'm just like, what? Okay, entertain me. And then,
is it like a hero type of shit? You're the hero.
yeah,
You saved
yeah,
the
you're the
you saved
hero.
Lead
the
the
Run over
pack.
there, do this
yeah.
shit. Yeah,
You saved the
Boom.
village. Aren't you proud of yourself? It's like, nigga, you know, can you just have a story that is a little bit complex, you know? It's not always a hero go and save the town, you know? Can,
see that concept of good and evil is so boring and fake.
yep.
I'm like,
Enemy
has anyone really
primed.
sat down and analyzed the good shit? So they want to say, well, the evil, they do all these sinister things, and it's like, why do they do that? Because they're evil, and it's like, okay, so you have everything laid out for the good guy. You'd be like, I'm doing this because of the evil, so you're going against the
Cut
evil.
their
So in other words,
momentum.
you would
Keep
say that
pushing.
you're just an everyday person. But without the evil, you don't have no really true reason to exist because
Yeah.
if not, you would be an everyday person. So
Hmm.
your whole shit is just is on the strength of
If there's no
opposition.
evil,
That's
there
it.
is no,
Exactly.
if there's no evil,
Opposition.
there's no hero,
Yeah, resistance. Yeah, so, but you don't really give good detail of the evil. It's like, so what makes this person evil? I don't know, they're just evil. I'm like, no, you don't, so
Your foe
that's
runs
why I was like,
rampant.
okay, well, for someone that just being, they just do this shit for the fuck of it, basically, is what you're
1
saying.
minute, still
You
dead
surely
even.
deck them
You
out.
can
You
do
deck them
this.
out and everything nice. You know what I mean? The evil guys are always the best dressed, always the, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And um, lately I've been looking for games that's the opposite of that. Like you had Outlast. Outlast is, or what was that game? Let me look it up. I'm here on my computer. What do you call that?
This is the moment
The
Iron Lords
Jason,
live for.
games. I forget
Victory
what
is yours for
game
the
that
taking.
was, but it
Seize
was
it.
basically you have to run away from these people, and people could be the enemy too. If they catch you, they kill you or do some shit like that. So it's like you're fighting evil, but the evil could
Guardian,
easily
crush them.
not, because that was still a fight
Protect
against the
each
good and
other
evil.
and prevail.
I just like the
Just the
games
start.
basically to where you are the evil and then you beating down the good. You know what
you
I'm
can
saying?
do you can do good
You're a
and evil when
shining
you think about
example,
it,
Guardian.
but at least
The
put
Legionaries are
morally
cheering your
like
name.
gray. You know what I'm saying? And niggas
Yeah.
don't say niggas evil just because he's evil. The niggas evil because he gives some detail, something complex, but also good doesn't defeat evil. Maybe the other team, other person have their own agenda. It's not evil, but it's their own selfish ways or something like that. He's selfish. That's why he went after this person to take him out because that's what he wants. You won't say that, but oh, because he saved the town. It's like nigga, really? Oh, we all happy, yay! Now the evil's dead. Now you're just a boring character. That's awesome.
Yeah. So
It's fucked
yeah,
up.
I don't like that classic little, what do you call that? Uh,
Trope, maybe? I don't know.
alignment.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't like that. So there was this one game that was a little bit more in depth. Oh, that's what it was. Dragon's Dogma is the one that taught me the D&D basically. That taught me the difference between you have your good, you have your evil, but you have your divisions in between. Your
Yeah.
chaotic evil, you have your neutral evil and neutral good, and all these other type of mixtures. And it explained these things. I was like, oh, okay, so that's more of a range of stuff that makes more sense. You know,
Remember at the end, they give you a choice. You can leave the dragon and the princess, man. You'd be like, man, fuck you. I don't care about you dragging all the princes. I'm not here to be the superhero of her story or something. I'm
see,
like,
the
damn.
concept of good and evil was just a rushed idea. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't fully thought of. It was like, let's
Yeah.
just say this so we could just make some money because the concept doesn't make sense at
Because
all.
there's always people want a side. If you ever think about it, people always want certain side, the good side. Like,
Eruption.
we did a good thing. We saved. It's like, okay, now the evil's gone. What do you do now?
And then your quest fetcher. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah, you're a
that's another thing
superhero
too.
and a
Go,
fetch.
young wolves.
Yeah, you
Lead well,
fetch your
and your
shit.
pack will
I don't
prosper.
like that either. It's like,
you,
look, won't you be in it and do some shit?
you slay the dragon. Like, now go get my pencil. It's like what?
Yeah. Yeah, I need my pencil.
I lost my pencil. It's like damn, nigga. I've seen that shit. Yep. And the fetch quest sometimes bored me, bro. Oh,
It
I need
do.
you to go
It
get my
all.
pencil. Sometimes it will turn the whole game off for you. If you see what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You be
You
into the
have all the
zone.
capability of doing something yourself, but you're going to sit here and you can see right through the bullshit. Oh, this is just perfectly, just geared towards me. You don't do nothing. It's like, okay, you're not fighting anything, huh? All right.
Can you go get
At
my
least make it
cat?
look like it, you know? Huh?
And they be like, can you go get my cat? You like, nigga,
Yeah.
really? In the time of war, you want me to go fetch your cat?
Yeah. So it's like, have it to where, well, I forget what game I was playing, and oh, I think it might have been. Well, it was funny, right? It was never went to. So they have like an area that's pretty much a safe zone, and let's just say you're being chased by like some sort of
Eyes
creature,
up. Priority
and it's
target.
chasing you all the way up to the safe zone. So then the NPCs that's guarding it, they'll run over there and just take them out. And I was watching that. I was like, so you got like this undying buff. You don't die or whatever else, but you make it to where if I run over here and there's a creature still, chasing me, you take it out. Look how easy, how powerful you are, but you won't run over there. So, no, it has
Two
to be
down.
to
Keep it
where
up.
the NPCs actually go, only go so far. Like make these troopers to where they actually do take out, creatures and stuff like that, and they can do things, but they only can go so far because of certain stats that they, actually have. So make it look kind of real, like nigga, we over here doing this.
5 minutes remaining.
It's in Skyrim they kind of did that, but it was just a script. This nigga was like, okay, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna go over there to the vampire lair, and it nigga went over there. And then, they died, and I was like, okay, that was just part of the story, but if you actually made the NPCs do something, to try to help, it looked like, you're not the only one that's just fighting. Different NPCs got different quests, and they do stuff, Now, if they get slapped down by a boss, you'd be like, well, now that makes sense. This boss is powerful. You a little flea, and you still trying to go over there and slap him, even though you can't. Now I don't understand. I wouldn't expect for like let's just say it was a bunny, some sort of like rabbit, and
Hmm.
he tried to go fight a dragon or some shit like that, and you'd be like, is that what you? No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking
Yeah.
about more somebody with you know, at least above average, stats or something like that.
Hey, think about it though. The NPC, I think that's the reason people like ESO. The NPCs will be like, "We're going to this dungeon, right?" And that first respawn will be,
Which of you is the prey?
I'll be there
Your
waiting
foe
for you, right?"
runs
They go into the
rampant.
dungeon, and you two go in there and fight together. You see what I'm
Right.
trying to say? They don't be like, go get that item for me. I'll be sitting right here on my ass, and we do some. I'll be like, petting my cat. It's like, damn, nigga, are you gonna move out of that chair all day?
Hmm.
I think that's what makes Skyrim really good. You see what I'm getting at?
Oh yeah.
People used to love that NPC
Promising.
dynamic and shit.
3 minutes left. Which of you is the prey? You burn bright. For how long? Protect each other and prevail. Primed teammate down.
because when I remember when Skyrim came out, there wasn't a lot of game out like it. If you know what I'm trying to say, that's what
Yeah.
make it popular, right? There wasn't a lot of game out like it when you think about it. And now it's like every game already implement that. Now it's like nobody can invent shit like that.
Yeah, right.
Your foe runs rampant. Protect each other and prevail. Primed teammate down. 1 minute remains. More.
Are you serious? This man, look at where his pallet go. They're like, your bullet went right
30
through
seconds.
him. Remember, this is magic.
Teammate prime.
A load of shit. I get so mad over having said that. Like, I shot this man and like, yes. You remember when you playing Magic, bro? It's nothing perfected.
Ally down.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Nothing
One
realistic.
spark
Like,
fades.
yeah,
I
forget
just
about
heard
that.
a Centurion cheer for you.
I don't know. In Red Dead, I never complained about
Promising.
shooting
You are
somebody.
victorious.
It was just the fact of, because I guess everything was so obvious. You know, it was like if something
Routed them to the last.
crazy was
A
happening,
successful hunt.
then
young
I would
wolf.
know there. You know, I'd be like, oh, this motherfucker with those cards, those abilities and stuff. So. I don't know. I guess I just knew, you know, right off the bat. I'd be like, okay, I'm not going to win this battle, or you
You
know, let me
versed
do
with what the person
this.
was doing, something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. You know, it was just something that would prevent you from doing something to them. They weren't invincible, but it would be like I can't lock onto them normally. So then I would have to just really aim, or if I shot them in the head and they didn't die, but I see the hat come off, I'm like, oh, there's that, you know, that one headshot ability loadout that they got. Okay, so I know what to do.
So you be at a sometimes you be at a disadvantage and you know it right away because of what they're
Yeah.
rocking. You be like nigga, like this nigga, I'm at a disadvantage because if you compare your card to their card, you
Right.
feel like you're at a disadvantage, huh?
Right, exactly. So I'm gonna have to use another way to, you know, to kill them. Like I said, they're not invincible, but they just, you know, but it could be quickly overwhelming when they got their whole posse,
And
and
you
they,
gotta
you
know
know, that
all of them.
posse
Oh my,
do different things, and then I have to
yeah,
be like, God damn, you know.
that would be hard because you won't be able to read all their ability cards and shit.
So I have an idea.
Yeah.
But
So
That is halfway through.
see, the thing is, you know, you can see their loadout that they got, but the thing is, it's just that you know, from playing the game so much and you see these things happening, you will automatically know what's happening. You have that shit done to you, you know, at some point. That's how I'm able to know like what happens, you know, right off the bat. I don't know the loadout, like, okay, well, tell me the cards exactly. No, I just know that that's what's gonna, you know, happen.
that
You're gonna
perk.
see someone, yeah, be hard to shoot. You know, you'll see someone have some extra health. You'll see someone be running a fucking ass off, and you just like, nigga, or you wondering how come, you know, this nigga is just is hiding behind shit, and he's really good at, you know, bust, you know, bucking me down, and I'm like, what?
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, that's an ability loadout right there. If you stay hidden behind motherfucking you know, out of the
Out
gunfire,
of sight,
nigga,
yeah.
yeah, you got your, you know, better range and shit, but it doesn't work if a nigga run up on you with a horse. Get the fuck out of here! You're like, oh
I
shit,
seen those.
you
They run
know?
up to you. The first thing they do is like try to grapple you or some shit,
Yeah,
and they want hand to hand combat. Some of them are like,
right,
nigga, really?
yeah.
I
Well,
feel like
see,
something.
and look,
Go
like how you
ahead.
just got to scene with the horse.
Eruption.
That's another one too. It's like they'd be like, if you stay on your horse, you have these many skills with the rifle. It's man, it's
I've
ill
seen
as
some people
shit.
on that horse that be knocking. It's like, man, this
Yeah,
man is on the horse. I still can't get him.
Your
It's
light is
like,
a flame,
you
guardians.
feel like he's
Feed
supposed to
the
be at
fire.
disadvantage on the horse, right? But that man be clapping if he see him
yeah.
getting
So
there.
then you have to shoot the horse because it doesn't cover the horse. You'd be like, it's just that man. So I'd be like, oh, you want to be that with a horse? I'm gonna shoot your fucking horse. And they'd be like, oh, nigga, you a bitch. You shot my horse. The horse had nothing to do with it, nigga. The horse had nothing to do with it. Nigga, the horse is what I mean. It's the ability loadout, but the horse, you have to be on the horse. So there goes all your power now
Yeah, if
because
you're
I
on the
shot the
ground,
horse.
you be
Yeah,
dead.
yeah. So it's kind of cool, because of that. It puts a whole different way of fighting.
Yeah, I see how that works. So niggas only strong when they're on that horse and shit.
Yeah. Now
Ye-
here's the real kicker, right? It's like when you're in a lobby
Yeah.
and the lobby is 100%, you have to aim to shoot that person. So now the abilities really come in, right? Because now you can't really just lock and aim on somebody. So everything is like that. You're gonna have to
Protect
really
each
have
other
that good
and
aim. I've been in that
prevail.
lobby like that to where I was like, you know what? And I forgot I was in that lobby. I was like, damn. Makes for some interesting, times because people be shooting and you be like, damn, nigga,
Teammate
you missed, you
pride.
missed, you missed.
So sometimes it won't be ability focused. Is that what we're trying to say?
No, it's just that. So the aim assistance is took off. So you're gonna
Protect
have
each
to
other and
aim to
prevail.
to shoot. Now there's already
One
ability
falls,
loadout that
another
that a
must
person
rise.
has to where
One
it's called like
spark
slippery
fades.
bastard. So you can't lock on them. So it'd be pointless to have that
Ally
loadout
down.
because the whole lobby is
Who's
like that
next?
to where you
Two
can't
down. Keep it
um,
up.
lock on a person. So now that's out the equation. You're going to have something else. You know, but yeah, everything is you really have to aim to shoot people. So you just can't hear that person come lock on you. Now I can shoot you.
Damn. So certain lobbies just be like that, huh?
Yeah, that's the main lobby if with that aim assistance. Like I'm in that lobby, or we're both in that lobby right about now. If we were to play that game.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm going up against these guys, bro. Someone they feel like I'm like, man, I'm trying to hit this man, and he's not dead. It's like, yeah, nigga, he's not there.
I would say that ability loadout shit,
Will
it
get
would
you.
seem like it would be, like you would seem like
Teammate
people would be
pride.
frustrated with that shit. But I don't
If
know,
you're
for
not
some
versed
strange
in the
reason.
game, I think because you are versed in the game, if
5
you see what
minutes
I'm trying to
left.
get at,
Sound
you're more
tactics.
versed
Uh,
in the game. I said because you're more versed in the game, no perks and shit, so it's a lot easier for you to
An ally
recognize
carved a path for you.
what's going
Ally
on,
down.
why this nigga's
Who's
not
next?
dying, or some shit like that.
One
oh,
spark
yeah.
fades.
I mean, yeah, that knowledge is always good
Yeah.
to have. But you quickly get it when you
Well,
see those niggas run
Teammate
up on you,
pride.
and you wonder what the fuck's going on. You see it all. You're like, okay, nigga, okay.
yeah, I was recognizing some of them because I like, man, I shot that man, and then because that was this guy. And remember when those guys started attacking us right away? They
Mm-hmm.
clap your horse before you did a ride and shit. I'm like, man, I shot that man in the head,
Pride.
but his hat
Teammate
wasn't
down.
on actually. He had a hat on
Mm,
when I shot him.
right. See.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, this nigga not dead. He's supposed to be dead. There, be freaking out about why he's not dead. I didn't know exactly until you told me about that perk system. You
Yeah.
know,
I mean, because without it, I
it'd be
mean,
too bland or something.
it'd be too bland. It's like, it would be like GTA, which GTA is like, oh, they don't have no perks. It's just guns, nigga. And it's like, yeah, but it wouldn't be. It wouldn't have its own unique
Flavor,
um
flare
combat
maybe.
system.
Yeah.
An
you know.
ally carved a path
And
for
so
you.
each game's supposed to have its, its combat system. And
It'd
that's
be
what
like
makes Red
Ubisoft
Dead.
creating like Far Cry for every game. If you know
Yeah,
what I'm trying to get, I seen all that game look
Ally
like that.
down.
you're
Who's
right.
next?
That's
I'm
it.
calling
So,
it.
Yep.
man, it's good to have that shit. Um, yeah,
A
it
clean
really makes
victory.
the and remember, look, you have so you have that, and then you have your
A
and
leader's
see, look,
strength
all
reflects that of their
that combat
followers.
system
Remember
with
this.
those perks with the ability loadouts,
Yeah.
and niggas still want to cheat. I was like, come on, nigga, you have
What?
those abilities and you still want to
Wait,
cheat.
people
It don't
cheat in
get
that game like that?
yeah, and they still be cheating.
Wow.
Like it'd be on PC maybe, like to where nigga be like, they'll do something extraordinary, like they'll have their dog with them, which should be in the game already. But so I could see that. But at the same time, I'm like, nigga, for real, you're gonna have your dog, on me, and then
In the
you're,
gunfight,
you're in a gunfight, and it's like, nigga,
yeah.
you
Nah,
already got abilities, and you still cheating.
I'm coming, girl. Hold on, more.
Mm. I was gonna look at that. Oh. Oh, I can't even.
Oh, I like how she like saying that.
Eruption.
Omar, she said, she said, tell Omar what I'm making so at least he's jealous or something. She's making a dope, it's called adobo Alfredo and bacon wrap, bacon wrap chicken Alfredo, adobo style. So I was like, damn, girl, that's a long name. What? Let me see.
Go, young wolves. Lead well, and your pack will prosper.
Hmm. Yeah, so like I was saying, the game already. Okay, so if you look at it, one ability, such as the one he was just talking about, you shot him in the head, and he didn't die, but his hat fell off. Okay, now let's focus on that real quick.
Hmm.
Anyone that plays any game knows if you had a shot to the fucking head, you are instantly fucking dead. That's the so in other words, that would have been like, a cheating aspect already, right? But everyone
Two
has
down.
different
Keep it up.
abilities like that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, fool, you already have it all to where it's like, that's pretty, like OP, right? Like something that would someone would consider game breaking. But it's
Yep.
since the whole world is like that, that's part of the combat, mode right there. It's not considered, OP or game breaking. That's
Yep.
just the combat system. So keep that in mind. That's already there. And then you still want to get in a game and make yourself to where you shot, you're not dying and all that. I'm like, oh, see, people just want to be cheaters. There's just no way around it. You just want to cheat in the fucking game. That to me,
Yep.
if you have if you're playing a game to where, is what could be, well, you're playing a game that has a combat system like Red Dead and you still want to cheat it,
You just want to be a cheater.
there's
That's
no
it.
way. Yeah, exactly, because that's already above and beyond. They add any more to the guy, and look, and then they have it to where there's certain bullets that are explosive and put you on fire. That's already like over the top, and you still want something? Nah,
Yep.
that's what
Some
I was
niggas is
like.
just boring cheater, man.
Yeah, you just can't handle it. You just can't get in
Yes.
the game.
Again.
To me, you have no skill. You know nothing. Shit.
Some niggas is just man. They just all they want to do. They just want to cheat. They be like, nigga, I am a cheater. It's like, okay, we get it, nigga. We get it.
Yeah, I'm just like, what more could you ask? And you still want to be in this motherfucker? Just fuck.
Just
I mean,
cheating, yeah.
I can see in like Rainbow Six. I understand why they want to
The
cheat, but
pain,
it's
yeah.
just
At least
yeah,
these teams you be like, I'm getting clapped way too much. Then you be like, okay, nigga, we
Five
get
minutes
it.
left.
Just go
Sound
cheat and
tactics
be
so
happy.
far.
You know, it's like,
yeah. I get it, but don't sit up here and try to flex talking about I'm that good. No, you're not. You're cheating. You
An
know.
ally carved a path for you.
Yeah, Rainbow Six is the only game I understand why a nigga want to cheat. Shit,
yep.
that game
After
will
all
make
that
you mad as
slapping,
fuck.
yep.
Yeah.
you become the become a full-fledged cheater as it is. Like, nigga, why you cheating? Because I got slapped so many times, and these niggas need to
Ally
feel my
down.
pain. They're like, okay, we
Who's
get it.
next?
We get it,
Yeah.
nigga.
Your ally chases glory. Your ally
Yep.
chases glory.
Right away
Ally
with them.
down. Who's next? Your ally chases glory.
And it cracked me up too, because they're like,
More.
oh, they're cheating, and I'll be like, well,
Primed teammate
nigga,
down.
do you really blame them? Shit. That's what I'll be looking at. I'll be like, it ain't hard to
Ally
understand.
down.
Yep.
I'm not
next?
saying it's right, but I'm like, I get why they're doing it.
Got some of these niggas be on keyboard and be like, nigga, that nigga on keyboard. And everybody be like, no, he just good. He's then they get like, I'm gonna get on my keyboard too. Then I'll be just good. It's like, nigga, we get it. That should be hella funny. Then when you get on your keyboard, they're like, nigga, you cheating. It's like, no.
Eyes up.
That nigga
Priority
using it
target.
too, you know? Shit, what you trying to say? You know, that's not cheating. They only said it's way too advanced, you know?
Oh, now this is okay. So I was reading looking at the little like
3
posts
minutes remain.
that they
Keep
got
the
in,
pressure and you
that they
have
have on YouTube and shit. There was niggas crying, these cheaters crying that other cheaters were outmaneuvering them or doing something that was above, their cheats, and they were crying about it. They were like, nigga, you're cheating. They'd be like, how the fuck are you going to sit up here and tell me I'm cheating when you're cheating? So you mad because your cheats is... See, I was like, wow, I never heard no shit like that in my life.
My cheat is better than your cheat. Look at how much you pay for yours. I built mine myself.
Right. I said, nigga, there's no level or should I say, yeah, level that you won't scoot to, just to cheat. You're going to sit up here and you're going to do it and then get mad that another motherfucker you won't let me auto lock you and shoot you in the head. You prevented that, so I'm mad. So you're cheating. That's funny. I said, wow, these niggas. I don't know what not Red Dead. I don't know what Rainbow Six has done to where, well, here's the thing. Anything that's online,
Which of you
is
is the
subject to
prey?
being hacked. I mean, you can have the best of the
That shut
best.
them
And they'll
down.
be like, nah, it's done by this and this. I said, listen, if people are able to get into certain files there was a point in time to where someone hacked into this country's
More.
nuclear systems and shit. I was like, if they could do that, Google
Hmm.
is not 100%, like foolproof to where you can't, it's no, anything is subject. It's all about a person's skills. You don't
Yep.
understand this, you know. Shit, I
One
was like,
minute.
they was
Victory
able
is
to
within
get
your
into their
grasp.
shit. I said, damn. They were, oh, they was, that, their firewall was that weak. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure their shit wasn't weak.
No,
You're
it
talking
wasn't.
about nuclear weaponry right here.
Yeah,
Come on,
they
man.
got bunch of code and shit. They
Yeah,
and also all their codes are kept so safe and secretive. Shit,
yeah.
nigga.
So y'all be
Could be
reading
something.
up on shit
Stay
like
on
that.
it.
It was one was called the Stutznik. I made a character based upon that shit.
An
I was like,
ally
oh
carved
nigga,
a
what,
path
I
for
was like,
you.
shit.
More.
There was different Trojans and all sorts of shit. And I said,
Hmm.
see, so
It's not
that's what
that
lets
easy to
me
get
know.
into. Any nigga that
One
get in there are
falls,
a
another
master
must
hacker.
rise.
They are
Yeah,
top tier. And
Crush them.
sometimes when they even find them, you know what they tell them? We want you to join our squad. They don't even capture them. They be impressed. They're like, nigga,
Enough.
this man was able to make it, right? To make it through our software and everything. So they will be so impressed. They will make
A
them
leader's
out
strength
of like
yeah,
one
reflects
of
that
their,
of their
not that,
followers.
yeah, not like
Remember
that
this.
associate, but it'll be like, if there's ever a hack, you will be the guy and we'll be paying you this amount of money because you bypass all that security, what not a lot of people can
yeah,
do. So
right.
they will really remember you
Harder
for
than
that.
snitch teeth.
Yeah, like, man, you're gonna be our code zero. We'll call you when shit like this happen, because those
Right.
people are rare, man. You don't find
Hmm.
those people anywhere that just hack into somewhere like Google or Nukes or
Yeah.
some shit.
Yeah, so so like I said, in other words, to simplify it, anything man creates could, another man could break. It is
Yep.
not on some God level, to
Mhm.
where, niggas like, no, we got, 50 billion, whatever. And I'm like, no,
Man,
there's going to be a way. It may be hard as shit, you know what I'm
them.
saying?
Turn
But
off the
yeah,
sound.
you know,
Mhm.
That
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. If it's man-made, there's another nigga out there that can do it better than you, more. That's what people are the
yeah.
best in the world. I said because people want to know you at the best in the world.
hey
You
idea.
know?
Take it out and can let it go the rest of the time and scale it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You ever notice that shit? Like people are like, I'm the best in the world because you only got recognized in that state or country as the best in the world. But there's probably some nigga out there that are better than you at that. Ooh, that look good. I just gotta cut it up then. Alright, turn everything off. I need a fork.
I didn't board all everything out.
Yeah, I'll pick that.
Oh, I hated this shit. Mm-mm. Hmm. Really, it's just only one thing. Wait, what? You finally messaged me. Let me see. Oh no. Oh no. Nigga ain't even online. Mm. Oh, hell yeah. Twists and shit. Hmm. 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 Why is it only that though? That's funny part. They got the walks. I just don't get it. Hmm. All of a sudden. Hmm. Wait a minute. Something's not right about this. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, it was a collection. Oops. Oh, one. Damn, I guess it ain't. 770. Why is this? Nice. That makes it out to where it's like too many. Wow, that's crazy. Or maybe these are just the ones I liked. Shit. How do you know? That's the whole point. Oh. I don't know. Well, obviously it's different. Maybe something I don't even like anymore. Initiated. It's too many things, man. Initiated. Too much. I don't even know. I don't know. That's a lot. Damn, look at all these goddamn things. That's not that bad, but
They have it.
Well, that'll work, right?
I'll give it 240, then it should be done, right?
Yep.
I'll test the noodle.
If you want, you can test it now.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not done, then give it to that timer.
okay, hold up here.
Good. Then get bit to that timer. Twilight Gap, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Eruption.
Close range maps. They all up in their face. So have you officially beat the Darkest Dungeon story or no?
You know, part one, I haven't. Strangely enough,
Go, young wolves.
that
Yeah,
is.
you know a
and
lot
your
about that
pack will
game. That's what I
prosper.
was thinking. Man, then they could beat the story. He just grinding because he liked the game. Omar like,
Well,
nope.
because it's like it will have these things in it that shouldn't be happening, and like there's one battle I was playing. Um, I wanted to try a different, character run because just in case, someone gets killed, I could, have different, situations or, because I really can't always be using, the same characters because I've been noticing that different dungeons, there'd be different types of enemies that if I had different heroes that I could have went in there and, did some shit. But
Yeah.
anyways, I was using this one that I forget what I forget what's her name, but basically, if you she's only as powerful as is her stress level. So if her stress level is high, she's like even more powerful. But it's you got to watch it though because if you don't have a stress healer and she becomes stressed the
Eyes
fuck
up.
out,
Priority
then all of a
target.
sudden she'll use that against the other characters. So I took her on a run, and the game was like spamming shit. It was like their speed was quick. They were trying to take her out with the fucking quickness, and and getting extra hits in. And I was like, can I get a hit in? And then they were fucking dodging shit. They normally wouldn't dodge. I was like, what the fuck?
So
I was
wait,
like,
do
oh,
they
so this
find the
game.
most lethal part of your target and they're taking them out? The most
I'm thinking
good
the
part of
game
your
does
team?
that. I'm thinking the game does that. It looks for
The most
who's the
important
strongest.
character in your team,
Yeah,
yeah.
and start doing that because I noticed that shit. I was just like, what the fuck? Or pick the weakest, the
Protect
one
each
that could
other and
take out,
prevail.
you know.
Promising.
And
Yeah.
so yeah, because I'm
That would be
just
some
like this shit.
crazy AI system, bro. This shit
Yeah,
can
it seems to have
adapt to your
it.
fucking, like, if you take this one out, they're done. It's like, damn,
One
nigga, for
spark
real?
fades.
That would be too
Yeah, because it
crazy.
always seems to like know who to attack and when, and
Alright, that's
at the
good,
same
though.
time give you like a false sense of hope. You're like, oh, you doing good? You're slapping all these dungeons? Yeah, man, you the man, you the man. Okay, you want this right here? Come here. Let me. Okay, you want it? And then next thing you know, my whole team is destroyed, and I'm
There's
like,
this thing
what the
called
fuck?
learning AI, where AI will learn from your play style.
hmm There's what is it? What game? Oh, Song of Horror has
5
that.
minutes left.
Song of
Sound
Horror. It lets you
tactics.
know right off the bat there's no hidden
Teamwork.
things about it.
Pride.
It's like, look,
One
it has a
falls.
learning
Another must
AI
rise.
based upon your gameplay. So they know me as super cautious and shit. I'm just like, I see like something on the wall, and I'm like, nope, I'm not going over there. The game's like, God damn it, open the door. You know, you're supposed to just fall for that shit. And I'm like, nope, I know that if I go over there, it's gonna be terrible storms. So no. And but it be trying, you know, because I got this one character that I'm like, shit. Speaking about, it, I should play it. It's I don't know. It's like, but the game is good. The game is really good. The game will turn around and be like, okay, because okay, if you're going up to a door, there's this mechanic, or you know, in a game to where you can put your ear up to the door and you can listen for a sound. So if there's like a certain sound, you'd be like, all right,
Protect each other.
I'm not going
and
to open that
prevail.
door.
One
You know, but the
falls,
sounds be
another
kind of
must
strange
rise.
because you hear this faint little, seem like someone's walking. And then you open the door and there's no one there. And I'm like, so what am I listening to? A certain pattern or what? But, you
Eyes
know,
up.
I'll be
Priority
cautious like
target.
that. I'll be like, I don't know. Now, if it's blatantly obvious, like there's some, you know, there's this reeking shadows coming out from like the edges of the door, and the door is kind of shaking. It's plain to see I'm not going to open that motherfucker. It's
Two
just
down.
you be
Keep it up.
stupid than a motherfucker to do it because you know what's going to happen. But see, here's the twist of the game. There's not always that situation. Like I was coming out the door, and all of us. I think I showed that. Yeah, so she was coming
3
through,
minutes remain.
going through
Keep
the
pressure
kitchen, and
you
as
have
she closed the door, all of a sudden there was an entity that was trying to come through the
An
door,
ally carved a
the
path
other
for
one,
you.
and so she ran over there, and you know, and like was trying to hold it fucking shut, and then she was you see like this
Show
little
the Empress
button indicator that
Guardian
you're supposed to
artillery
like,
looks
you know,
like.
hit at the right time to, you know, be able to make the character, you know, build up enough energy to push with
Just
its
the
might,
start.
and then give a little rest and try to
One
do it, you know,
falls,
again and all that. And if
another
she
must
didn't do it right,
rise.
or if you didn't do it right, you would, you know, get your character snatched. But see, so do stuff
Protect
like
each
that to
other
where
and
you
prevail.
can't help but to get caught up for some things, but you never know when that's going to be. So even though you might get caught up, there might be
Your
like a
ally
little chance to
chases
get out of it
glory.
if you hit the right sequence or something. But it, you know, it may not necessarily be all that successful
One
in doing
spark
it.
fades.
But so yeah, Song of Horror, I'm like
One
that
spark
game.
fades. You've
So you
almost
got
won.
these, you know,
But
these
don't let up.
people, and
They won't.
it's all about if they. I know all of them's not supposed to survive, but so far, I only got one character that got snatched, and that one seemed to be
Well fought.
like there
Well
was
won.
no fucking way to get around that. That seemed like that was meant to happen. But these, yeah,
Your
that's right,
power
because
will
then
draw
all of a sudden you
enemies
got
from
like
every
these, I
corner
think,
of the
5
system.
different characters all of a
You're
sudden now.
ready for them.
And then you see their stats and stuff like that. So I think that first character you had was just a, you know, you get the intro of the game type of thing started. But yeah, yeah, I love stuff like that because it just makes the game more interesting. Like you know, you know the game ain't gonna fall for that shit. You'd be like, nigga, I know what you're gonna do. You're going to try to snipe me from way over there. So nigga, I'm gonna snipe you from way over here because I know you're gonna do that shit. I'll be like, that's what's up, because I'll do that shit. I'm like, nigga, I ain't coming. You know, like that's what I was doing with Resident Evil. You could peek through the door. So
Yeah.
I would peek through the door and I'm like, nigga, and I shoot him and shit. And the game be like, damn it. You know?
You did a game where you could casually walk in there, like this man gonna
Yeah.
casually walk in this room and there will be zombie right behind the door and shit. It's fucked up.
Yeah. You know, and then I noticed that in the game, like sometimes when I had the door open,
Yeah.
the zombies they wasn't able to pass through the door, even though the door was open. And I was like, what? And then there was sometimes to where the door would be closed and you see the door rattling and then the zombies like, nigga, fuck that, boom. But I'm like, but it wasn't in every sort of room. And I'm like, well, why is it only certain rooms that zombies could, break through the fucking door, and then there's other times, that they can't. That's stupid. I think there should be always like that if it's going to be that way.
I feel like if they do it always, then it become predictable. It'd be like, that nigga gonna come right through that door. So they make it look like, oh, they won't be able to do it. They're mindless. Then you like leave every door open. So it's like give you
Right.
that moment of, oh, it's like, man, he will make it. And you start looking in your inventory and shit. Then that nigga just walk
Mhm.
right through that door and be like, nigga, I did. So it's like, so I think it's
Yeah.
psychological. They sometimes put half and half in there.
Could be.
It could be
Yeah.
like psychological thing messing with you. Be like, because you get so accustomed to what going to happen, you predict that shit.
Right.
Then when you see a full
Hmm.
180, you be like, oh, I didn't know that shit was going to happen. It's like, yeah. They
Yeah.
think they can climb a ladder, huh? So shit like that. You be like, how did they get up here? Like,
Yeah. Exactly.
that should be. Sometimes a game get me like that. I'm like, man, sometimes you see an enemy just by the ladder, be like, nah, he's not gonna get up here. Let me search my inventory before you know it, you get it hit. You be like, what? What? Then you look at it, he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, did they already climb the ladder? I thought they couldn't climb. They're like, nah, that
Right.
game just tell you they couldn't climb, but maybe you like as soon as you get your inventory, then it triggered them to climb the ladder or something. But
Right.
it's like sometimes
Eruption.
most of those are psychological shit. Because people easily can predict something if they're all the same. But like, I know what he's gonna do, not come through that door. So, and the game be like, psych, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like those. Whenever I'm like, what? Oh, he got up here, clap him to them. We're like, God damn it, I was
Go,
looking at
young
my
wolves.
inventory.
Lead well, and
Shit.
your pack will prosper.
Yeah. And so, but Song of Horror, that game is like it mess with you bad. It's like you I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna kind of run, and then you'll hear something upstairs kind of running too, and I'm like, what the fuck? So then you stop running, and then it'll stop running, and
Oh
then like you'll
shit.
hear, like certain areas there might be someone crying, and then you go through the door and there's no one there, so it always keeps you like at this. Like, nigga, you just never fucking know. So each and every, like, I remember I was walking into the door. I mean, walking through this door, and there was this, you could see your character just walk through. And at the last second, down a hall, I seen like this ghost, like, went walking by. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, I ain't going down that door. Or I'm not opening the door or some shit like that. So it's always messing with you. I'm like, this is a damn fucking good game. Nigga, I haven't even played it ever since. It's that good. I'm like, I'll have to play this shit when it's not so dark, or
Which of
when
you
I'm a
is the
little bit
prey?
confident, it's like,
Shit, you play that shit in the dark? Fuck that. I play it in the
yeah.
daytime. Light, window, everything open. Fuck that. I be like, I don't know how you do that shit in the dark, bro. I'd be like, the window open? Check.
More.
Light open? I'm
Yeah.
safe.
Cause
Shit.
I be wanting to get that, that full experience, and I'm like, oh nigga, this is a little bit too much. Nigga, cause I'll be looking in the corner of my eye, and I'm like, did I see something move? And I'm like, okay, this is getting too motherfucking freaky. If I feel that way, we're like, nah.
Psychologically get messed with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I was thinking about it. I was like, damn, do I like being, scared, or or some shit like that? And I'd be like, well, let me see. You like a little bit of horror, So, you do. Like I never seen the what is it called, The Thing? I never seen that movie. I think I've seen bits and pieces of it. I want to see it, so I'm gonna have to see if I can find that on Netflix.
Yeah, I heard that was
Once
a good. I
rhymes.
saw some trailer, bit, yeah, like you said, bit and pieces of it. But I hear that
Yeah,
thing was trippy, bro. You get all
yeah,
these niggas be like, "Is it you? No, it's not you." That's like, man, if I in that situation,
Your
be
foe
telling me like,
runs
"No,
rampant.
nigga, he's right
yeah,
near you. You don't know." He's like, "No, he's my friend." It's like, "No, nigga." Yeah, stuff like that be trippy,
yeah,
man, bro.
yeah. Because it can mimic that person's personality so fucking
Boom.
well. Oh man, I would have been like, well, guess what? I guess we all gonna die,
I've
cause
met
fuck
you.
that shit. You ain't get me, nigga. I get shit.
No, man, that's way too trippy, bro. I call
Yeah,
it.
you can't go to sleep. What if it's your girl? She'd be like, yeah, baby. You know, it's autumn. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, let's
Yeah,
go to sleep. And you're like, yeah. And you looking at her. And she's like, yeah, nigga. Yeah, you thought that
yeah,
you was safe. Yeah.
shit. No, I mean, oh, dude, that should be tripping. I've been looking at. Imagine you can't sleep, but like you looking at her like you're fine, you're fine. You just watch the movie, just get it out of your head. You'll be okay. It's like
Yeah.
the.
Shit. I was like,
That's
that's a damn good movie. That was
some movie
fucking
be
me up.
tripping me like that, bro. Some movies be tripping me like that. I be telling myself, no horror movie until this shit get out of my head. Watch some happy-go-lucky shit, you know. Get you, get your mind, oh, you know, happy. You know, then you call it good. Shit.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna act like I haven't been like scared out of my fucking mind. I will never sit up here and act. Because see, I was doing that shit. I was like, I was with this one female. I was like, nigga, I'm the king of scary. I was like, you can't tell me nothing. But you know, but it was really damaging me because it was like it was being, you know how it is when you see something. It stores in the subconscious mind, and then that's how you get, you know, all those nightmares. So when I finally did have a nightmare, nigga, it was gruesome, nigga. It was just like I was wake up shaking and shit, like what the fuck. But one day, I was watching a scary movie once a night and shit. And then I was like, then I seen this one movie that was playing in the movie theaters. I forget what it was called. And I
Mm-hmm.
was just like, okay, let's go see that. And she was like, man, fuck. So she went with me. Levi, nigga, I'm gonna tell you, that movie was so fucking scary. We went back home and we turned on all the lights and slept with all the lights on in the motherfucking house. When I went to use the bathroom, I was like, come with me. Come with me use the bathroom. She was like, nigga, you scared? I was like, yes, because it's going to be in the
Teaming for
bathroom,
pride.
nigga. Let me come with me. Take a piss. Just
Yeah.
watch me.
Oh shit. No, bro.
Holy. Yeah, that shit had me like tripping. Yeah. And then she was able to fall asleep so quick, so I was up by myself. I was like, baby, you
One
asleep?
spark
She's like, yeah,
remains.
nigga, I'm asleep. You trying to wake me up? I was like, don't go to
No,
sleep. She's
she
like,
wanted
what are
that
you?
shit out of her head. That's what she tried to sleep. It's like,
Yeah,
man, some of
nigga,
them
and
be
it was,
tripping you, bro.
nigga, look, I won't even lie. Look, it was so scary. She had two kids. It wasn't mine. Nigga, I had to sleep with the kids. You know, he was like, what are you doing here? I was like, what are you guys doing?
In kids,
Protect each
I
other
can throw
and
them at them.
prevail.
Like, here you go.
So don't dish it up yet.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'll dish it up.
I got the both setting out.
All right, cool. Over like, you kids, I could just
One
throw one of them. We
falls,
saved one.
another must
It's like
rise. Team
this.
pride. Prime
Nigga, that
teammate
was,
down.
they were looking at me, they was like, nigga, you scared? I was like, what are you guys doing? You sleeping? Okay, you guys watching, Nemo? Okay, well, I'm gonna watch it with you guys too. Fell asleep with them and shit.
Yeah, Nemo be
Man,
getting that
Enemy
shit out of here, be like,
pride.
night's fish, you know, all that shit. Fuck that.
oh, man. So it took me a week just to get that shit out of my fucking head, and then I threw in a towel. I was like, okay, I'm never watching scary movies again. I was like, I'm good. That it fucked me. It took my black belt away, niggas. I had that black sash. I was like, nigga. Oh, watch that shit. Fell asleep, nigga. The nightmares, nigga. I was like, you guys over there scared shitless. Me, nah, nigga. I don't get scared, nigga. It's just a
1 minute
movie.
You
remains.
seen
But
some
that
niggas do
one,
that, bro. I said, bro, psychologically, this shit didn't fuck you up. No, I'm all
hmm
good. I said, nigga, please.
Yes.
What are you
Again.
doing? You know, you try to be brave, but I get it, you know.
yeah.
You just don't want to show the people, huh? You're like, yeah. I said, bro, you watch something that just trippy as shit, you'd be like, no, this shit's not real, you know.
30 seconds. An ally carved a path for you. Ten seconds. One falls, Another must rise. Your foe runs rampant. They've almost taken this one. Make them earn it. Today's opponents may be tomorrow's allies. Learn from their achievements, as well as your own. An eruption, you're clear.
Man, some of these ones when you watch, right? You never want to go to a small town that you don't know. You're like, God, man. You go into a small town, you're like, nope, I'll be by myself. I don't want to make no friends in here.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it was yeah, after that. But the games, the games it's almost there. It's just a little bit, I could, be like, okay, I could block it out a little bit because
It's
it's a
slightly
game,
predictable
uh,
sometimes.
so it doesn't unnerve me like that, but it is Resident Evil 2 was pretty scary. And then fucking when I played Village, it
Hmm.
was like, oh, you think this all butter knife and not scary, nigga? And I was like, oh shit. And it was like, yeah, shut the fuck up. We know what the hell we doing.
Yeah, I remember you were saying that back there. People get scared. I'm like, fuck this. This is not scary, nigga. You guys, they like game like, well, you're not in there fully yet. That video you sent me, bro. I didn't even hear that creature until they got close to you. I'm like, what? No shit.
Hmm.
So it doesn't make no sound. It just quietly sneak up on you.
Oh no, I don't know why that wasn't, but you
Okay.
heard the baby. The baby
Oh,
was like, Daddy, Daddy, and it just you could hear its flesh slithering up on you
okay,
and
okay.
shit.
I thought it make no sound. It just sneak up on you like. I was like, what? I was like, no. I probably don't want to see that creature again because if it can sneak up on you with no audio, that's some bullshit.
Yeah,
No sound,
yeah.
nothing. You be right up on me, huh? Shit. Yeah, I thought there was no audio. I said, man, this nigga playing this thing with no audio and don't even know where this shit is at. And I saw you running, like, no, I'm out of here, nigga. I'm out of here. I saw that. I said, damn.
Yep.
I'm
It
sitting there,
did
like,
me.
I'll turn the game off right away.
Yeah, it did me. That game. Yeah, that fucked me up right there. They were like, "You thought we were soft, nigga?" I was like, "I will never um underestimate you again." Yeah, that was pretty fucking scary.
I think they give you a false sense of, hey, this is an action game. Like, man, that's why everybody like this game. And he said, it's an action game, no lie. Then you get down there, like, oh, you took your butter knife away from you and shit.
Yeah, and only thing you could do was hide. That was. But see, now I'm where I went to this other demon's house, and she's the puppet master, so she'll use her little dolls that are scattered around her house, just
Mm.
sitting there looking at you. Like when you would like walk, its eyes would like turn, or its head would turn, or the head would be shaking, and you don't
Damn.
know, well, when the dolls will just jump on you and start attacking you because out of nowhere they'd be trying to scratch you and claw you and shit. You'd be like, nigga, get off me, and then yeah, it'd be a
I saw
trip like
one
that.
where every time you move, the doll will move, and you don't know
Yeah.
when it comes.
Hmm.
Like, there was this video, right? He turned his
Right.
light away from the doll, and she did in his face. As soon as he turned the light back, like, oh my god, nigga. He back it up
Yeah.
slowly. As soon as he turned it back, that thing always right behind him. I was like, damn, nigga. And there wasn't even
Hmm.
one. There were like three of them.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, if it was one, you can kind of keep the light on it while you make your way over it. But
Right.
shit, every angle he turned, all of them moving at a certain time. I'm like, damn.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at right now, and I haven't. I haven't got past it. I was like, ugh, this is because I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. So I'll keep walking, and then
Location and where to go.
those dolls just keep getting niggas. So I was like, well,
That was like, nigga, turn the corner. I waited. He turned the corner like, ah. More than one too. I saw the video on. I said, damn, is this what this man? I be turning my game off. I turned my game off right away. I said, you know what? Magic and shooting time.
yeah, I don't know why. I like that shit, but it'd be like, ugh.
But that's the thing. Some people say when they beat it, and it'd be like so refreshing. Be like, damn, that was a good experience or something.
Yeah.
That's what some people
See
usually
that
say.
part. Yeah, that part, and it's. I guess I don't know. I'm just one of those extreme people. It's like it's got to be all or nothing. It can't just be a little bit of something.
Yeah, because you were getting mad at it for not being what it was.
Yeah,
Disappointed a
and
little bit.
yeah.
In a game
So
like, nah, nigga, this is just a tip of the iceberg or some shit.
then when it was like World War Z, I was like, okay, this is just going to be action.
Yeah.
These you might say these are just people running up, and you might get overwhelmed, and that's cool. But I was like, this, and
Full
then
fledged action, huh?
and so I don't know. What's no, you might be have a phobia or panicked of being like rushed, like you do. They'd be like, niggas, 30 zombies on you right about now, that sort of a thing.
Hmm.
But that's the only freaky part of the game. But it's not scary. It's just like you just get this, like you just be
Sense of being
cautious,
cornered.
yeah,
Hmm.
paranoid of that, happening. But other than that, it was just complete action. And the game is cool. See, I'm trying to get really finish playing. And I guess I got to go start it over from the beginning. But what is it? Damn, I got the game. Let me look at it. Uh, oh, State of Decay, because I liked State of Decay Part One when I first seen it when it was just an indie game.
Hmm.
Nobody was fucking with that
I
shit,
played the part
and
one when I had Xbox.
yeah. So when I was like, okay, I got that, and I played that, and then I was like, cool. It'd be nice if they come out with a part two. Here's part two, and I'm playing it. But and the people in the game, they because you can finally be online and playing the game.
Hmm.
But the people when you join them, they be like heartless about it. Get out of here! I don't want you. You're low level. No, and it's like, whoa, nigga. We could do this together, but I don't know. I would like to take random people just for the sake of like just to see what happened. You know what I'm saying? How
Hmm.
we going to get out of it? If everyone was strong, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, then it just make it boring. I'd be like, I just want strong people on my team. You can't be in here because you weak. I want to, unless I don't know. They must be farming for some like
That's
type of
human
scheme or
being
something.
though. And think about it. Even during the apocalypse, they'd be like, "We're gonna need strong nigga to protect it." It's like, okay, no contribution and shit.
Well, I'm thinking they might be doing something for like I don't know if they hoard off something for so
Resources or
long they
some
get
shit.
like some sort of like or trophy or certain skin or something. I don't know because I just think that's kind of strange that you don't want people in your game. Now if there's this game called Project Zomboid, but it's a was a 16-bit little game and the graphics ain't really all that, but it's the fact of what you could do in it, which ain't much, but it's like you're in this neighborhood, which is pretty. The map's pretty big, gigantic and shit. And you go through the neighborhood, and if the zombies hear you or see you, they'll come by the the hordes, and so you got to eat, sleep, and do all this shit, and you just try to see how many days you could pretty much last. So in the game, you get people joining up and all this shit, and it's cool. They don't discriminate like oh, you doing this or you doing that. And don't get me wrong, people pick their different. When you play the game, when you pick your character, you could pick your attributes, so to speak, like a quick reader, or something like that. But you got to have some sort of like negative stat too. They'd be like, well, this nigga may have ADHD, and it's like literally in the game, and so or your character might be illiterate, so he can't read. So then you can't read
That
certain
was
skill
tough.
books or something like that. You know.
Can't read what
Uh,
medicine label is if for to
yeah,
cure yourself a
exactly.
little bit. That's fucked up.
Yeah. So, or this person might be good at sneaking, you know. But yeah, so they had like a whole like community up in there. They was like, oh, these zombies are doing this, and they was pretty much holding it down, and they was role playing. That was cool, but that game wasn't scary at all. It was just, you know,
That's interesting. It was based on the community, and Battle Still the Gear was a really great game when you think about it.
hmm
Where there's part in it where your character's gone. It's gone. It's like Darkest Dungeon.
hmm
If you don't build your character right, Darkest Dungeon is way harder. But you know what I'm trying to say.
right.
If you don't build your character right, it's gone. Like you can't be like, oh, I gotta go revive my nigga. Like, no, you invested so much time into that nigga. And he was telling you he's tired. He need to rest. His stamina's down. But if you get so attached, it doesn't encourage you getting attached. If you get too
Right.
attached to a character, you could wear them out. I
Yeah,
did
I
like one,
agree.
man. One was my favorite because it teach me something when because I was still, going to school back then. I think college or something. Yeah, it teach me something. I got too attached with one of my favorite characters. I'm like, man, she does all my run. She's doing good. And she was telling me, basically, her stats was telling me she's getting wore out, she's getting tired. So, put her down. This other character, I'm like, no, one more run, another run. And the third run, she was so exhausted she couldn't even counter one of the apex zombie. I'm like, God damn it, she got tore up. I said, no, I invested so much time in this bitch, and she was telling me that she's tired. I said, no, go get in there, and she died. That's fucked up. I was mad, man. I was mad. I say, that teach me something like game like that. Don't get too invested. Try to get multiple character, and that was a lesson learned because the character are basically telling me, nigga, I'm tired. Just let me rest and find out nigga to do the run, that you can build up, you know.
Right. And
But
see,
that's the reason I actually liked it, actually. And then when I did my second playthrough, I was doing really good with it. I had like no, I think four to five characters that I could rely on. So I had one like just for sneaking around and collecting resources and coming back, and she had like hell of a stamina. She can outrun almost anything, except those guys that run super fast. What are they called? Some kind of apex zombies or some shit.
right,
So
right.
she had a shotgun. Whenever that shit happened, I don't care. I make loud noise. He's going. I gotta get rid of him. And I get rid of him.
hmm
Now probably just like hoard or whatever I had and drive it up and restock. And I had one that was really good with melee weapons, so he would basically go for like a because you can ping whatever location, like a medicine shop or like a mall or something. It was really cool. Even if I was playing solo, I actually thought it was really fun because the realism was there. You make too much noise, then you just get swarmed by a bunch of zombies and shit.
Hmm.
So it gave me the sense of, hey, nigga, you get in there, do your run you gotta do, try to get out without too much fighting. Even though I have a bunch of weapons and gun, I try to avoid the fighting. But when it come down to it, I would unload and leave. So, I was like, "Dude,
Yeah,
you guys want this? I got more ammo," and then I unload all of them. I tear them all up. Then I just get in the car and said, "Damn, this
yeah.
guy is already weak. You know, he'll be weak and exhausted. Or give him medicine and everything." I said, "Nah, you go rest. I can use the other character." So I was kind of
Hmm.
rotating like that. And it was
Right,
cool.
right. Yeah, and I like how the characters had a permadeath. I like that.
Hmm. Hey, all you could go is get that bag, you know,
Hmm.
because the bag won't ride. You know, they're not gonna carry the bag on their back as a zombie. You know, shit. It was cool too. There was a you know that system where you can build your camp and you got a bunch of people in
Hmm.
like towers shooting zombies and shit like that.
Hmm.
You build a defensive and everything. Man, I
Yeah.
love that aspect of it where you can fortify your building and shit. The more people you
Uh,
bring in, you notice that mechanic, right?
yeah. Hmm.
Fortify your building, put some towers to call out zombies, and you could see these NPC routinely clapping some, some
Right,
zombies.
right. Yeah, you didn't feel like you were alone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what make it great too because there was one he said, "Oh, Apex Zombies." Oh, then he clapped it. I'm like, bro, this sniper is good. I went to look at his stat in the tower. It said this man
Hmm.
got some high critical damage and all that. It's like, damn. So I focused on getting more tower around my fort. I think I had about four of them in each corners. Then you get
Hmm.
some people in there with some guns. So whenever there's a zombie raid, these guys will. I'm just here doing minimal work, and these guys will be doing some clapping, bro. Then after that, I go get some medicine and replenish the entire camp medicine supplies so all of them heal up. Man, that shit was like back and forth. It was a good game. I played for a
Hmm.
while too, to how much I liked it.
How come you didn't get part two?
Because I had a PlayStation.
Oh.
That's why when I get my PC, I'm gonna get Game Pass and shit. It was fun now, man. When I got my PlayStation, I said, man, my account was so awesome, bro. I like just get on. But sometimes I would get like one of my main character get clapped. I'm like, God damn it, that was my own the game. That was my own mistake because I got greedy. I'll be like, okay, you can do another run. Let's go do another run and fill the car up. It's like the
Yep.
character like, no, hey, I need to go home. I'm so tired. They're like, no, you can do it. And you get in there, get slapped. Like, yep, yeah. I should go back home and get another character. I will
Yep.
get it like a new character. I won't use my older powerful one, but I'll get a new character. I'll look for a better stat one because you can look for survivors, then look at their stats. So I'll get like a new survivor, so you can put a beacon out where you find more survivors and shit to fill out your. And you can just fill out your whole camp with survivors. So they gotta build more storage or more bed for them to be in there. Sometimes the capacity is full, then you gotta get there. And even if you get more survival, they're getting hungry. Some of them will want to leave, so you gotta basically make it more comfortable by increasing the medical supplies and food. Because if you don't do that, they will go out by themselves to go get medical supplies. Then that's where they
Hmm.
get in danger and shit and get clout. Then you're like, oh man, I didn't fill out the medical supplies, so this man took the initiative to go in there and go get it. And it's like, damn. One time I watched one of my survivors get tear up. I got out of there. I said, damn. One of those Apex zombies because it show up randomly, man. One of those Apex zombie came in, and I'm fighting them off. I'm trying to get her into the car, and it just like tear up. I said, God damn! I got in the car with all the supplies. I said, shit, I'm gonna find another survivor.
Yeah.
That game was actually really good for its age. It was. They put some, good replay value. You could play for hours for that game.
Right.
And don't feel like you being a fetcher. Basically, you feel like you're building things
Right. Right.
because everything need to be
And
out
you can
of
have a another motherfucking survivor go with you. Yeah, that was dope.
Yep, yep. And also certain survivor will give you extra perk if you use them a lot and level them up. Where if they have people near, they have another survivor with them, you can be like, hey, let's go do a run. You know, they'll do a run with you. You get what I'm trying to say? And they're not
Hmm.
weak. They will fight off zombies unless you don't help them out. You'd be like, it's too much. Let's go. Then you leave them there like, no, they're good. One time, man, it was so much. We did the run, and then Survivor, I look at his stat. This man would just sneak, when they can sneak around. And I accidentally caused, I shot this Apex zombie, and man, those horde came, man. We just fighting the horde. I'm like, oh my god, this man not gonna make it. He's constantly getting grabbed and chewed on. I said, this man's a sneaker. He cannot attack too much. And they started tearing him up. I said, nope. I grabbed the bag, threw it in the bag. I said, oh, they get that watching that. I shooting them. They're like, no, we want this man. They took him. I said, no. I said, I called the lady at the tower. I said, we're beaking out another survivor. That game was awesome. I actually thought that's one of my favorite games on Xbox. Actually, if I were to look
Damn,
how much I
that's
play it,
good.
yeah, if I were to
Hmm.
look how much I play it, that could be like my darkest dungeon because that thing was awesome.
Right, right. Yeah, that's exactly it.
That's how much I
So,
play that game, bro. I knew
so
so much about it.
on PC, you could now just imagine. On PC, you can throw mods into the game. Look at Levi. Don't tell me that. They got me hooked on that game for real. Yeah.
I was hooked actually. I was surprised how much I was hooked. I was thinking I was going to get bored, not play it because it will feel repetitive. I'm trying to get at, but it
Mm,
wasn't. It wasn't repetitive.
hell no. Mm-mm.
It wasn't a fetch at all either. It was more of building up something.
Yep. Nah, that
You've lost the lead.
yeah, I didn't feel that way, at all because the way that they set it up, it was like, well, you can bring another survivor with you. You could, yeah, it was just like, or how you could say you could be like, no, no, you go run and you get the materials yourself, and that nigga ran over there, and sometimes he'll come back and I'll be like, damn, you did that shit. Or sometimes they go out there and the nigga get slapped, and I'll be like, oh, we gotta go rescue that nigga. Damn.
Yeah, because they'll
And
put
what
a
I like
beacon out.
is you can hear him on the radio. This nigga's about to kill me. It was really realistic like that. I like that.
Yeah, and then
You
it's like
know.
emergency because the game too. If you don't go there to help them,
Hmm.
they get clapped. The game will be like, because you didn't go there to help this nigga. That's why he died. And then also, it also make you to clear out and come outside and clear out your street because if eventually there'll be like infested
An
swarm
ally
or some
carved a
shit like
path
that.
for you.
And you gotta go
Hmm.
in there and clear that shit, even though you be like, nigga, really? I gotta go with this zombie infested shit? So I would craft a bunch of Molotov, bro. I would burn that whole area to the ground, nigga.
5 minutes left. Sound
I
tactics
just
so
used to
far.
craft a bunch of Molotov just for that shit, bro.
Primed teammate down.
And whenever it's clear infestation day, right? Infested day, I'd probably just be all ready, bro. I'd be like, damn. And I would take my heavy duty weapons too because I know they have a bunch of Apex zombie in the infested area.
Yep. Oh, look at this shit.
Your foe runs rampant.
Damn. They're like, go in here to this dungeon and die. Damn. I don't know if I can pull that shit off. Well, see, I don't. Okay, look. So the hero max level cap is at level 6. You considered what, legendary? Let me see. Yeah, legendary. So you would think, well, okay, so you go into a dungeon with the equal amount, you know, because it's rank 6, so you know you're okay. And it's like, no, you don't know, the dungeon's really like 4 points higher. It makes it out like it's even and everything is okay, and it, you know, you're gonna be fighting. No, they make it 3 times harder. Even so, they need to stop lying talking about it's just level 6, you know, dungeon. You know, it's equal, you know, because you were level 6. You know, but like, nah, that nigga
Nah.
came out level fucking 10. You know what I'm saying? Level, you know, 9 and shit, nigga. No, I'm like, I'm good. So that's why I'll be kind of waging out my little
3
battles. I'll be
minutes
like, do I really
left.
want to go in there? Nigga, you about to
Enemy
lose some
prime.
fucking heroes if you go in there. And then they be making the trinket so tempting. Look at this trinket, nigga. Wait, no, don't focus on the death. Focus on the trinket. Look how it's beautiful, huh? It looks nice. Look, nigga, you get that's
Gold
one.
plated.
Yeah, go play it.
Boom.
Look at this shit. This, I'm gonna read this shit. This shit look. They're like, look, 15,000 gold.
That's a
You get,
steal.
yeah, you get
Yes,
fortified garlic,
again.
which is very rare. 33% blight resistance, 33% bleed resistance. Look, nigga, 33% disease resistance. Plus, you get an aspect of the Hulk trophy, negative
An ally carved a
33%
path for you.
That's
stress
like
at
a
any hidden
salesman shit.
monsters.
They like,
Yeah,
nigga.
One falls,
20% bleed
another must
resistant and
rise.
14% death blow resistant. Nigga, how could you, and you get 6 portraits of some distant family relation. Nigga, how could you turn that down? It's like, I already know. You're going to go in there, it's slapped, and it's going to be all bad.
2 down. Keep it up.
Now, very rarely do I go in there and I slap, and it's some shit. One of my characters was lost. I don't know if that's a good idea or
Man,
not.
when I saw your video where you went in there, none of your characters was, I said, this man is way too good for this game. Or like, nope, nigga, that was the lucky shit.
Yeah. And see, when they be like, it's
Just the
short, the
start.
dungeon's short, it's okay. You don't need to take a lot of supplies. Just go in there. No, you be cautious. You go in there with a lot of shit just in case. Cause that's what happened with me, and I got my character killed. You know, because I was like, oh yeah,
1
there's going to
minute.
be
Victory is
instant,
within
and
your
just right
grasp.
there, we're going to be
Fight.
fighting the boss. You know, they was like, oh, you thought the boss was in this room? Nope, you go over here. Nope, it's not over here. Where could it be? Nope. Oh, wait, it's over here. And I'm like, nigga, already ran out of food. You said it was goddamn short. I was like, oh, you motherfucker. So I know, do not believe that shit. When it says level 6, don't believe that shit. You know, I'm better off if I do like a level 5. You know what I mean?
30 seconds.
Then you know, but 6, nigga, that's, and you know what's the fucked up thing is? This shit's not even on hard, nigga. You would act like, you would think that all this shit are going through, oh, this nigga must got it on like nightmare. No, the game is like that regardless. I can only, nigga, I pray for the niggas that put that shit on extra hard. I'm like, oh, nigga, you are tripping. Nigga, you going through there, like all your people's gonna be dead most of the damn time. It's like, you know, one hit, slap, hit, slap.
Damn,
You've
for
lost,
real, huh?
Guardian.
And it probably trick you, but like, nigga, nigga,
No
you will
one is
survive
born
this
with
shit. You
enormous
get in there,
tusks.
you like, no, you
Perhaps
lied
that
to me,
doesn't
like,
translate
but
very
think about
well.
the trick.
Yeah.
All that, oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy and bribing like that. This money, this is like 15,000 gold. Who would turn that shit down and like bought my character?
Yeah.
That's fucked
Uh,
up. Oh, it literally try to bait you in like that, huh?
yeah. And then when you
Shit.
get away with the trinket, you be feeling good. You be like, ah, I barely did it, but you know, all those niggas is dead. Only got 2 left, but I guess it was worth the sacrifice.
Don't you
You
lose
know,
the
but see,
trinket though if you put it on your characters for the whole game? If they die, you lose the trinket, right?
well, in this version, since it's part 1, you get to ride away with the trinket. But see, here's the thing: what's good is the trinket. You'll see, this is what I learned: what not to do. Don't go in the dungeon what that would because sometimes the trinket is only set towards a specific hero. They'd be like, "Oh, it's for the Mambo, or it's for the Joker, or whoever the vampire," and then so I'll go through the dungeon with the shit, and then when they get killed, I'd be like, "So yeah, you might have got away, but the trinket's there, but the hero's dead. So what's the point of the damn trinket? So
Ah,
now I
that
gotta sell it."
sucks.
Yeah, so what I do is I won't go through the dungeon with the hero. I go with somebody else, be like, "Go die for that nigga." So if I only have two niggas left, I'd be like, "Well, you got the trinket. Those niggas is dead, but you got the trinket." You know?
Huh, that makes sense. Because yeah, if you take that hero and he die in combat, then the trinkets is
Yeah,
useless. It's like nigga. And
yeah.
what if he get clapped right in the middle of the match? He'd be like, nigga, the trinkets is
hmm
all about you and you already dead. Have that
Yeah.
happened before?
Oh hell yeah. That's how I became like a master expert at being cautious. I'd be like, "Cause look, this trinket looks inviting." I'm like, I do got some strong characters, but one of the characters that I use is dead. Cause I got two strong characters. But the rest I don't know if I can. I'm not confident enough to where I feel like they can go through there and do it. It's
So how do you
rare, and
build
this
him
is
back up or something?
well, I build them back up from going through weaker dungeons.
Yeah.
But the problem is the weaker dungeons don't pay a lot of gold, so then I have to do something like, go through the dungeon in pitch darkness, so it'd be harder, and then I'll
Mm.
get like, more reward, but I could survive it. But see, that doesn't necessarily mean, I've been killed in weak dungeons. I'm like, nigga, are you fucking serious, nigga? I'm supposed to be the shit right now. I'm level 6 and you're level 3. How the fuck is this? And they'd be like, nigga,
Damn, level doesn't matter. Like nigga,
yeah.
get your damn level out of here.
Exactly. Oh man. You know what's funny? You need to
uh,
go to YouTube and type in darkest dungeon and watch those niggas stressed out. They be like, "Oh, hold up, gotta get it fucking heal. Now you better kill my character." Ah! That shit be hella
I don't
funny.
watch that. I don't watch it. It's funny. You imagine this shit there. It's like, remember ESO? A nigga would be like 1,000 something level, and he get clapped by level 50 or some shit. It's like, nigga,
Mhm.
on level 50 just clap you. And he's like, nope, he didn't. I wasn't being serious. It's like, nigga.
You lying.
Ah, yeah, I seen that shit. I'm watching it back. I said, "Oh no, nigga, that's better than 100. You were almost 2,000." And nigga's like, "Nope, I wasn't being serious. I wanted him to win." I said, "There's a nigga."
Trying to save face. That's funny as fuck.
My first response, like, "Nigga, come on, nigga." he's like, he's like, "No, you gotta be nice to the new player." I said.
The new player. They be funny.
I was so weak. I said, you know what? It's all right. You just tried to teach this new player how to be good. One time I was smurfing actually. The way that work is you enter the game as a low level, but it won't show your champion rank until you
Eruption.
hit champion. So I was dueling this nigga. He's like, are you new at this game? I said, yeah, I am. He's like, why are you doing so good? Why is it so hard to kill you? I said, maybe I'm just picking it up. He said, well, for someone who picking it up, you really good. And I was like, well, thank you. I'm learning. So I almost clapped. He's like, no. He said, no, no, they heal up,
Go,
heal up. Then
young
he
wolves.
killed me, right?
Lead well,
He
and
said,
your
nigga,
pack will
you're
prosper.
not new to this game. I said, no, I am. He said, for a new nigga, you were really good. I said, no. I said, maybe it just means adapting to the game. He said, adapting, nigga. Stop lying to me. You're good. I said, no, I'm not. Well,
That's
going back
funny.
and forth, he's like, nigga, don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. I'm sitting there. I said, no, I'm a new player. Then he looked at my champion rank. He's like, oh, you just started? I said, yeah. He said, man, you'll be so good when you start playing this game. I said, yeah, thank you for telling me. I was hoping that someone tell me that.
That's funny. That's fucked up. You vibe over that.
That's called Smurfing. And I tried that shit out for the first time, and that was the craziest shit. Then they go 500 level, actually. So I'm like 1500, so I was just hiding my level to see what the hell this nigga was up to. But man, he was praising me. He said, "Man," he said, "when you hit my level, I'm gonna invite you so you can teach these guys how to play." So I'm sitting there and said, "Thank you, man. I appreciate it." He said,
That's
"Oh
fucked
shit."
up.
Enemy primed.
You really believe that? Damn.
Yeah, he said there's some hope for you, man. You're way too good. I said, "Thank you. I'm just trying to master the art of ESO." He said, "Well, master is already dead." I said, "Thank you." I said, "I appreciate it." And I liked it, they thank you. He's like,
Which
"Oh
of you
man,
is the
you're good."
prey?
I said, "Like for a new player, I try."
Damn.
That shit was that's what I was getting out of the game. I just wanted to try a bunch of shit, but that was
An
a hell of
eruption. You're clear.
Damn.
Promising.
Damn.
that was the funniest shit I ever done in this game.
Oh, that's interesting.
And the crazy thing about it, he said the vibe you give is like a player who is good. I said, what kind of vibe is that? You not die easily. I said, and I have booty armor too. I wasn't even wearing anything special.
Yes.
That's the
Again.
crazy thing.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, I wasn't even wearing anything special. He said, "Look at your armor. You should be dying right away." I said, "Yeah, maybe it's just me learning the game."
Oh shit. Hang on real quick.
Yeah.
Teammate primed. Teammate primed. One falls, another must rise. More. One spark fades. Your ally chases glory. 2 down. Keep it up. Ally down. Who's next?
3 minutes remain. Keep the pressure and you have them.
Your ally chases glory. Ally down. Who's next? More.
Damn, I think Seb was lying.
What?
It's like, I'm gonna have it downloaded. It's just $10, yeah.
1 minute. Victory is within your grasp. Fight.
And he turned around and, oh no. Something happened.
Devour them.
Seconds. Stay on them.
Yeah, you definitely gotta be careful.
Your ally chases glory.
This
You've
one.
almost won, but don't let up. They won't.
Protect each other and prevail.
Be like Sharky. Nigga, it's downloading right now.
Guardian.
The next day, I remember that shit. You said, Sharky,
Primed teammate
is it
down.
ready yet?
One
No,
spark
oh my, it's still
fades.
downloading.
Well fought.
Can you just wait? It's like,
Yeah.
You're a shining example, Guardian. The Legionaries are cheering your name.
so when you told him about Skull and Bone, was he interested or not?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
It's like, Pirates is my shit. Or something. You said that about them other games too, and you ain't playing it.
Destiny was his shit. He can slide, and his first, oh man, that boy was so happy. You know, he said, "You can," he said, "Nigga, you can slide." Oh my god! I said, "Oh shit, oh boy, this man already got into it."
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought about. So you can slide in the water, the mud, up the stairs, whatever you want. Then he got quiet. Said, "Nigga, really?" He said, "Man, this man just talking shit." About my Apex. I think that's the first thing that went through my head.
Yeah, you over here.
Shit.
You cracking me up though. Yeah, and I'm like, you got all. That's what it said about motherfucking um the finals. I was like, you can slide, you know it, right? Then he got all mad. I know you can slide. I was like, damn, I'm just saying, maybe you didn't.
Yeah, that's the first quality of his game. If you can't slide, you know he's not gonna be in there. You know, shit. I'm surprised he didn't say Red Dead. I'm done with you. You can't slide. But you
Yeah,
say he was into it for a while, wasn't he?
yeah. You know what's so funny about it is he picked up the game, how to play it way before I did.
Oh,
I was the one getting murked and shit. I was like, how do you guys, you know, do this and that?
hmm.
He was like, you gotta do it like this and like that. And then, oh, I just,
Call him the stream then.